Hello and welcome to GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, where we talk about news, TV, life events, books, cooking, whatever. This is a safe place where we can discuss it all. Today is November 20, Thursday, 2025. It's been a while, y'all. This month, time is going by so fast for me. There's been a lot going on for me since September 15th to be exact, but that's going to be a different topic at a different time. But the topic that we have today is very, very sensitive, and I think more needs to be said about it. Well, actually, if we after discussing it and thinking about it, it's actually one of the main topics that's going on in this country as we speak and as we live here. Um, Something that definitely needs to be addressed. So, what we are going to do is listen to the rest of our theme song and we'll get our little paperwork together and things that we need to do so we can discuss this story. Back in a minute, we'll get to the matters at hand. Again, welcome to GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, where we talk about movies, TV, life, whatever's going on. This is a safe place we can discuss it. I want to say, hey y'all, hey. I know it's been a little while since I've been here, but things like I said, another story. A lot of things have been going on, but again, I'm here and I'm so glad to see you. So, to all my November birthdays, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. In case I missed anybody on my last one, I just want to tell you happy birthday. Okay. Now, our topic is very sensitive and it is very relevant at this time because this topic is even at this time affecting our administration. Or should I say y'all's, because I don't care nothing about him or that. So, this topic that we're going to be discussing, or let me say I'm going to be giving my opinion on, is about missing and exploited children. So before I give my commentary or opinion or thoughts, I want to play this clip so that way we're all in the same space. All right, let's listen to the clip.
It is a recovery effort that stretched across from Jacksonville to Tampa Bay. It is the largest and most successful child recovery operation in state history. That is according to the state's top law enforcement officials.
Our Claire Alfrey is on your side this morning to explain what was done to accomplish this in just 2 weeks.
That's right, Keith and Brody. Good morning. Law enforcement is calling this Operation Home for the Holidays. All 122 missing and exploited children now have been found thanks to hundreds of investigators, agencies, and advocates all working together. State officials say this was an unprecedented collaboration of more than 200 groups at the nonprofit, local, state, and federal groups focusing on rescuing children from 2 to 17 years old who have gone through the unimaginable. Analysts working with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children spent months to locate the children in need. Specifically here in Jacksonville, a total of 22 children have been recovered, including 2 boys found in a trailer park suffering from malnutrition, exposed to methamphetamine, all now receiving continued support from a team of counselors, specialists, and medical workers since being located from their dangerous situations.
We do a detailed analysis, dive into social media, make contact with their associates, and do everything we can to find them.
As more arrests are expected, so far 6 adults have already been taken into custody with an array of different charges. Brody, back to you.
The body scanner reveals the brutal.
Now, there are a few more articles about these missing children. I feel as if it should be a lot more being said about these children. Mind you, this is only in one state. This incident is in Florida, and they have found a total of 122 children that have been missing or exploited, ranging from the ages of 17 to 2 years old. This is basically what is going on in and with our administration right now. When we are or not when we are, when this pertains to the Epstein files, okay? Because those children involved in the Epstein situation were missing and maybe exploited as well. From what I understand from the Epstein situation, lots of these girls were runaways and or missing. And I don't know if in the Epstein cases there were young men involved. Now, I haven't really discussed the Epstein, but the reason why I bring that up is because the correlation of this story and the Epstein files, it being children and missing children and children that didn't know that they were about to be missing and things of that nature. Um, I find it somewhat suspicious that this story has not been all over the news as well as the Epstein situation. Because again, this is about missing children. I'm just wondering. Now, this has happened, mind you, within the last 3, 4 days. And I'm wondering, because this should be major news. This should be major news. 122 children were found that have been considered missing and or otherwise. And I have not on the news, unless I'm just not looking in the right places or I'm just totally out of it and just missed it or whatever, but I have seen nothing on the news about these children. I think it should have been right up there with the Epstein files. As much as you saw the Epstein files, you should have saw that we found 122 missing children. And I think that the same systems that they're using in Florida, whatever they're doing to find those 100 children, 100 plus children, they need to do that in every state. Whatever Florida did to find those 122 children, that needs to be practiced in every state so that we can find our children and we can prosecute those people that are hurting our children. Now, as I was saying before, I hadn't heard anything about these missing children until scrolling through YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Because I make it a habit to, I make it a habit to scroll through social media, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, to find information and topics in which to discuss on my little platform here. And YouTube is the only place that I've seen anything about this. Now, again, as I was saying before, I think that maybe because of you all's administration, this is being kept out of the headlines because it keeps on the mind, or this would have people continuing to think about the Epstein files, and your administration has been deflecting from the Epstein files since day one. It is absolutely horrible and sad that it has been since 2019 that these exploited people now, adults now, of Jeffrey Epstein and whoever else, I don't care who was on that island, mountain, plane, flight, whatever it was, whoever exploited these children, they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. There are no exceptions. There are no I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. If you were exploiting these young women and men, allegedly, that were on this island of Epstein Steins, you should be prosecuted. Just like the 6 people that they have so far arrested connected to these 122 children that they have found just in the state of Florida. The same prosecution, the same methods they use to find these children should be administered to all 50 states and beyond. Because some people done found them children. Do you hear me? They found them children and have sending them home to their families. What better way to start the holidays? By reuniting those children with their families and persecuting those that harmed them. This is what needs to happen to those that are being, whoever participated in the Epstein fiasco. No more hiding, no more lollygagging. Now, from what I understand regarding the Epstein files, maybe I need to rename this like Epstein/Missing Children, because I have really been talking about Epstein and not the 122 children. But to me, it's all the same thing, because all of these children have been exploited. They've been misused. They've been abused, and they need to have retribution. All of them. And it just kills me that they're lollygagging when it comes to these Epstein files. And that's only because of Trump and because they have let him run amok. And he has stopped them in every way of releasing these files. Even though I understand that he supposedly signed the other day and whatever. But when it crossed his desk, he is going to find a way to stop that. And I do not know why they can't somebody say, y'all grab that fool. He can't be doing that. If it had been Obama, they'd have been put him out. If it even looked like. So stop with all the him-hawing and bullshitting around. Let's get this man, men, women, whoever it was, prosecuted for abusing these young men and women, just like they're doing this 122 from the age of 17 to the age of 2. You tell me, what in the hell are you doing to and with a 2-year-old child? That is a baby. What kind of evil possessed you to hurt children, period? Now, mind you, we live in a different world now. Children can be very dangerous. They got shows all over the TV, killer kids. My kids did this. My child shot me. My child stabbed me. My child cut me. My child drove all that. These children weren't doing that. Now, I'm sure some of these children may have been runaways, especially the older children, because they get to an age to where they smell themselves and they think they grown and hormones and everything else. We all, if we are blessed to live long enough, we have all been there. I don't care what you didn't do. I don't care what you did do. I don't care what you might have done. We all came to a point, if we've been here long enough, to where we think we grown and we can do what we want to do. Each and every one of us, if we have lived long enough. But that is no excuse to harm them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't mean tearing their asses up when their ass need to be tore up. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about disciplining children, because children need discipline. Children need spankings and whoopings and all that good stuff. That is not going to hurt nobody. It saves more lives than it hurts. That's discipline, not abuse. These children were abused, misused. These children were even found with drugs in their system, where the people had been drugging them and abusing them. Now, I know a lot of people, the first thing you want to say is to kill them, unalive them, sorry. But I don't think that's what should happen to these people that do things like this. I think they should be made to live and be tortured in the same way they tortured those children. Because if they are deceased, they don't suffer. When they're gone, They don't feel it. Let me say this. When they're gone, they don't feel it on this side, but they definitely do on the next. But I just don't think that they should be let off quite so fast on this side. I think that those persons that abused and hurt these children need to be hurt and abused in the same manner. I think they need to spend some time with Bubba. Excuse me. I think they need to spend some time with Big Sally, washing their underwear and carrying on. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Because these children, their innocence, their lives have been taken from them. They'll never get over the abuse. Might get through it, learn how to deal with it and live with it, but it's always going to be up in here, in here. Those children are marked for life. I am so glad that they were found and being reunited with their families. As I said before, what greater gift during the holidays than that? Well, I think I have come to the end of my rant. You guys tell me what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Um, tell me about my how things, how it goes. Let me know what you want to talk about. Um, my topics are kind of hit and miss right now because for me, a lot of things that are being talked about and discussed in our current events are political, and I try not to discuss too much of the political stuff. I want to try to keep it kind of light and happy sometimes, but every now and then we have to go there, like today. But I kind of thought that we would share a story that had a happy ending of sorts. So I'm glad that the 122 children again are being reunited with their families. This needs to, whatever Florida did, it needs to be implemented in all 50 states and used so we can find more children. All right, guys. Again, to all the November birthdays, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. As I always say, wash your hand, wear your mask in highly crowded places because this is the time of year. Make sure you wash your hands, sanitize, and all that good stuff. We got to watch out for each other. We still got COVID out there. We still got all those other monkeypox and whatever else you can think of. It's still out there. It didn't go nowhere. And then, especially under this, ooh, Lord have mercy, dumbass administration. You gotta be extra careful. There's something new finna pop up every time you turn around because they just are. Anyway. I just want to say thank you for joining me here on GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach on YouTube. And as I always say, I am my brother's keeper. I love you. Bye.